Tragedy has struck Minneapolis as a gunman opened fire at Annunciation Catholic School during a morning mass, leaving 3 people dead, including the shooter, and injuring 17 others. Among the victims were 2 children, just 8 and 10 years old, who were sitting inside the church pews when the gunfire erupted. What was meant to be a sacred and peaceful gathering in the first week of the new school year quickly turned into an unimaginable nightmare. Police say the attacker, a man in his early 20s, armed with a rifle, shotgun, and pistol, approached the church from the side and fired through the windows. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara called the act absolutely incomprehensible, describing it as a deliberate attack on innocent children and families in worship. Officials confirmed that the suspect died at the scene, though his motive remains unclear. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz condemned the violence, calling it horrific and heartbreaking. Local hospitals, including Children's Minnesota and Hennepin Healthcare, reported receiving multiple victims, with 5 children currently being treated for serious injuries. Witnesses described the terrifying scene, saying they heard dozens of shots over several minutes. One longtime parishioner said at first he could not believe it was gunfire. The sound was so relentless and overwhelming. For families and former students of Annunciation School, the trauma is deeply personal. Alexandra Bieneman, who once attended the school, said she broke down in tears after hearing the news, knowing children she grew up with might have been affected. She expressed fear and heartbreak for a community she has always considered safe. After the shooting, students were quickly evacuated and taken to a reunification zone nearby, where parents and children embraced in emotional, tearful reunions. The sight of children in their green uniforms leaving the school under heavy police presence left the community shaken to its core. Authorities from local, state, and federal levels swarmed the area, which sits just 5 miles south of downtown Minneapolis. Even President Donald Trump, posting on Truth Social, said he had been briefed on the tragedy and that federal officials would closely monitor the situation. The Annunciation Catholic School, dating back to 1923, serves pre-kindergarten through 8th grade students. On its website, it had proudly posted pictures just days earlier showing children celebrating the start of the new school year. That sense of joy has now been replaced by grief and fear. This is InsightPulse, your trusted source for breaking news and critical updates from across America. If you value in-depth reporting and want to stay informed on the stories that matter most, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue delivering the truth.